Hello everybody, it's me Martin. Well, about a month ago I've completed Vice City, and if I'm correct, basically I completed every single 3D universe title that appeared in the series. Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, Vice City, San Andreas, and now 3. Okay, I didn't said the whole 3D universe because we have Grand Theft Auto Advance, but I never really cared about that title, especially that even though it had some original characters and a lot of returning from GTA 3, um, it was originally meant to be some kind of GTA 3 port on the Game Boy Advance, but there were some licensing issues, if I'm right, so they tried their best, the developer team, to make something original yet similar to the game that I'm about to finish right now. So about 2 years ago, I completed this game once, but feel like that I should replay it because if I remember right, I skipped some cutscenes. I really didn't care about the story. I mean, GTA 3 story isn't that interesting or important for me. Damn, that thunder! Wow, it nearly hit me. So let's just say that I try to play this game as I can while focusing on the story, on Claude and Liberty City itself. So it was the first modern GTA released in 2001 October. I mean, yeah, the game was meant to be released on September, but we on 9/11 happened and Rockstar had to change. I mean, DNA Design, I think that was the developers back there before turning them into Rockstar Games. So they basically had to change some details on the story, on the plot, some missions. I mean, GTA series, that channel on YouTube, has an almost 2 hours long video on what GTA 3 was meant to be originally, some kind of article, basically the whole script for the game. And let's just say the Columbia Cartel was meant to be as a different gang called the Masks, and Claude was meant to be to stalk, and it wasn't about avenging his betrayal. I mean, Catalina's betrayal against him, but rather find out the gang's activities while working with the Leonis, I guess. I don't know if that was the Italian mafia's name, and working with the Yakuzas, because not only Kenji and Asuka was in the plot, but there was a third character, the head of the Yakuza gang. So yeah, all of things change, but I feel like GTA 3 itself is a really good game even today. It's challenging, it's fun. I'm not saying it has the most free time activities, but it's enough for this big city. It's already a big thing to explore this whole place without having a normal map, only your miniature radar at the left corner on the screen. I mean, I know when the game released, the only map you could have, a literal physical map that you could hang or place on the wall and just follow the instructions. And the fact that there are some lacking some side activities, it's I think adds to the world. So the player really didn't to have to memorize all these side activities on the map. Maybe the hidden packages and the unique stun jumps. And as usual, I tried to complete this game with an editor save file where every side activity, side missions are already completed, so I can focus on the main story without having issues. I mean, this game is hard, and if I have some equipment like the car bribes at my safe house or the weapons, it just adds something chill about it. I mean, something that can make me feel calm if I need some equipment. So yeah, let's start a new game only to load something else that this game can be a bit easier. And yes, I'm playing the PS2 mod. It's not on emulator, it's not emulated, nothing like this. It's the PC version. that looks slightly closer to the PS2 one. I didn't even add any um, resolution fix. So the whole game looks a bit, I'm not saying blocky, but stretched out. Again, it's a bit closer to the PS2 release, which is probably the best version. I mean, even Catalina's face looks different from the Xbox slash PC port.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl.
And I feel like this look on Catalina is a bit accurate, even in the definitive edition, because I think they used the PS2 face of her as our base material for that definitive edition. I mean, out of the three games, I think 3 looks the best, despite Asuka's eyes are a bit weird. Yeah, classic 3D GTA stuff, that in the cutscenes drivers are not animated and the cars are just driving themselves.
About the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Señor Dickhead! It's no problem to kill.
It's funny that these Colombians only have these NPC dialogues and not some original ones for the cutscenes.
Aye, get lost.
I mean, if I'm right, in the original script, Yakuza members were meant to be to take this Oriental gentleman with them outside that SWAT van, SWAT truck. And yes, the bridge is exploded. Why? We don't know. Probably to keep some distance between Catalina and Claude, so she can extend her power and spread more spank. Yeah, you burnt your hands during GTA Advance, and you blew up Fort Staunton in Liberty City Stories, A-Boss, so yeah, you're not a saint. No, we're not going to listen stuff. Head radio, copyrighted music, any other stuff. I mean, I have my own soundtrack that's basically just GTA 2 and free sound, not free, GTA 1 and 2 soundtrack. And most of the music from GTA 2 are rent licensed, but rather made by Rockstar Sounds, Rockstar Studios, whatever. And so I don't need to worry about if I get copyright issues or if I listen Chatterbox, which is the most fun radio in this game. And I heard that there's a mod, not mod, that a group of people wants to port GTA 3 on the Sega Dreamcast, and it's incredible. Sure, the lighting isn't as good and the frame rate, but they try their best, even though if it doesn't have any sounds, if I'm correct. But porting a game that released 2001 on a console which is from 1998, it's quite impressive. And it's not like some kind of altered version of the game, but a rather functioning port, as long as it seems. So yeah, let's continue our journey to Luigi's Club, which belonged to the Sindaco Mafia, somewhere around the events of Liberty Stories, but before that, during San Andreas, it was still Luigi's place, so I don't know what happened in the script, probably because Rockstar wasn't thinking about any potential prequels during development of San Andreas.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
Sure, Ball. I mean, I heard that some theories about Claude that he's a psychopath, he has no emotions or care to anyone, and he really never cared about anybody's relationship and how they appreciate his job. He only cared about revenge and power.
Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs
I'm
a
basically
ride, so
talking
grab
about
a
the
car
professionals.
and pick up Misty from the
2 hour
kitchen and bring
long
her back.
analyzing on Claude.
No one messes with
I mean, the reason why this video long because he had did some cutscenes that
you. Don't mess this up.
add to his points
Now get out of
to
here.
analyze Claude, which is quite impressive from such a character whose personality really based on the player's action and how he's literally. I mean, I could make a whole playthrough where I just narrating Claude's thoughts, but it really doesn't add much since we all know that Claude is capable to do some inhuman things, such as working for Marty Chunks and deliver as many people he can if he is getting paid for a larger price, people by people, you know. So it's hard to make Claude a sympathetic character, but we all know that what GTA 3 did was nothing but adapting almost everything from GTA 1 and 2. A gritty city filled with crime, a protagonist who never say no and doesn't talk back, and everything is about getting money, respect, and just more accessibility in certain part of the maps, and causing as much as chaos as you can during missions or free time. I mean, I still believe that GTA 1, 2, even GTA 2's infamous hot dog mission, or some crazy stuff in GTA 3, such as shooting the limbs of the NPCs and seeing them bleed out while their legs and hands, arms missing, is pretty crazy stuff, but it's still not as controversial in my eyes as Postal 1, because I just watched some videos about that game and oh boy, let's just say it's really based on the player's imaginations, what could be behind the character's actions, but that game has a really horroristic atmosphere, which that title was meant to be. Why am I confused about this? Maybe because I only played Postal 2 and Paradise Lost, and those games act like some kind of satire towards early 2000s video games, especially FPS ones. Okay, so looks like we could work for Luigi since we delivered back
Luigi
Misty
said
here.
To give you this, so here, take it.
Sure, Mickey.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guys been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
I don't know if Spank was meant to be as a reference to H, heroin, or some kind of extreme form of crack, which was a thing in San Andreas, but sure, why not? Drugs are bad, so as bad drivers. Taxi drivers who's voiced by Laszlo Jones himself. While Fernando Martinez talking in the radio. So yeah, it's already a fact that there's some kind of illegal stuff hanging around in the city. Okay, so we have this unsympathetic guy, and really that's all about him. Claude doesn't care about killing a person. I mean, he robbed a bunch of state with Catalina between 1992 and 2001, so he got used to the killing, and who knows what he did during San Fierro, I mean during his time in San Fierro, before giving up his garage to CJ. And we all know the reason why the garage looked pretty much trashed up is because that earthquake. which caused the bridges between the main three islands to be inaccessible for some time. And if I'm right, I'm going to press F1, which means that I could remove somehow the top of the roof of this car. Maybe not right now. I need to find first a similar type of vehicle, such as the Patriot, because it has a small detail that can be removed, or just another stallion, I guess. Or maybe on a stallion. This game has this car since the first one. Maybe it did not appear in GTA London or GTA 2, but after that it was a main icon car. I'm going to remove that thing. Maybe I can't because that vehicle right here does not appear on that play track or replay. But I can do some glitch that people will hate me for it. So I'm going to stand here. Wait, I can pick up this car drive through cars. So okay, yeah, I believe now I can use this cub bribe as an infinite glitch. Basically, during this replay, I'm going to always pick this stuff up, no matter how many cops are after me, making this game even easier. But the problem is that I have the Definite Edition on my Xbox One, and I played just recently. I just recently finished GTA 3 there as well. I mean, last week I played this game on PC, finished the story, and not much, about 10 minutes ago that I finished GTA 3 on the Definitive Edition. And yeah, it was fun, a bit challenging, but it was alright. I already made a save file there where every side mission is completed, or as many I can do during each island as they are unlocked. They get unlocked. But then again, if I had troubles with the cops, I just head back to my home, my safe house, and just pick up the cop bribes, and that's all. But there I don't have any replay button, which means that I could, you know, I need to find another way to get rid of the cops instead of using any type of glitches. And maybe using this stuff that I did in that LA is a bit unfair, considering that I love GTA 3 to being challenging, and doing something like this is a bit disrespectful for the most important open world game ever. I mean, sure, I think San Andreas is a way better game, and I played that game very often in the last few days, and oh my god, I just skipped the cutscene. Jeez, I got used to this speedrunning stuff. I really can't stop playing this game. So what I was trying to say is that I really love San Andreas as itself, a very good game, and if I right, this car is a bit modified because of some cheating program. I need to check this out. Oh, please. No, that was quite normal. I kind of forgot certain stuff, and now the NPCs are about to attack me. And that's another thing. Everything, something disgraceful happening. Somebody dies, a car explodes. The NPCs are gets curious and want to see the results of that certain event. So it's really good. And in GTA San Andreas, they even having comments on this thing. I just love it. So yeah, I mean, San Andreas sure give you the true open world feeling with the huge maps and a lot of side missions, and the NPCs how they're reacting to their environment. 4 did it a bit better, but sure, San Andreas was the basic stuff how to make a more enhanced open world behavior towards the player. But 3 was the one who really started this whole booming in terms of open world games. giving the player the basics how a open world game should work. A huge area which is accessible to the player, interacting with the NPCs in such ways to aiming the gun at them, they're raising their hands up in the air, or if if you have trouble with them, punch them in the face, they become defensive, and I forgot how to use the horn. Or even how certain gangs feel about the player's actions, which means that they will attack you. I mean, that was a thing in GTA 2 as well with the respect system towards the gangs. You know, the more job you do for one gang, the other hate you more, or if you kill a bunch of members from that group, the other will like you, and any other stuff like this. The huge variety of cars, basically, how the cops act if you are misbehaving in their area, and any other stuff like this. So basically we could say that GTA 3 walked, so San Andreas and Vice City could run. I mean, yeah. I'm not saying that GTA 3 is the most fun game of the series. I really enjoy and respect this title, but I completely understand the people who had more interest and had more fun with GTA 3, not GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and you know, the later titles. Even such games like Liberty Stories, which to me nothing but a
I'll be with you in a
mix
minute, Spark
between 3 and Vice City.
Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were
But
reliable,
again,
so
that
come
game
back later, there might be
really
some work.
released, so Vice City Stories can work as a more improved version of it. Okay, so Joey got her. Her? Yeah, he got her. So no problem. And I don't know, I know that Chunks is available after this mission, but around 9 AM maybe? So I should return to him after I complete Luigi. And the reason why I want to deal with Chunks first, because his missions are a bit tedious. You just pick up some guy or woman, drives to his place, his dog food factory, and waiting for the results and get the money. And really that's it. I mean, it's a big problem with a lot of GTA missions is that it's always driving to this point and that point. There are no actions, nothing, no interaction whatsoever. I mean, that's why race missions are fun, at least, because it has a main point why you have to drive so fast to one place to another, or the time request is kind of enjoyable. I'm not saying it's always good. For example, GTA London, this game had a lot of issues with that time quests, and the map wasn't familiar. I mean, it was hard to navigate that game, and most of the missions really was just arrive at the right time and that's it. So it was a hardcore mode for an already hard GTA 1. I know it's a DLC, but still, or expansion, because that's how DLCs were called back in the day, such as Half-Life 1 DLCs or expansion packs such as Blue Shift, and the other one that I forgot it's in, despite it's the best Half-Life game to me. Opposing Force, I guess? I really don't remember.
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway.
Sure, no problem, thanks. Ammunition, and if I'm right, in GTA 3 and Vice City, there's a glitch which allows the player to use his shotgun a bit intense, so you have to just push down the shoot button and keep clicking the aiming button, I guess. Something like this. So basically, this shotgun, which is a Remington, I guess, with a folding stock, you could use it as some kind of splash, basically, at this point. And if I'm right, this gun works in GTA Vice City as well, especially with the stubby shotgun, you know, the short one, which has the same statics as the shotgun from GTA 3. Because before that I always shoot this shotgun fast with a faster fire rate, not because I knew what I was doing. I mean, with this exact same way. Oh no! Oh no! Nice. At least I have a nice car here, which I can put in my parking lot or garage, because the Diablo Stallion is my favorite car in GTA 3. I already love Stallion, but the upgraded version is just the best thing what the game can offer. And I also love the Colombian Cruiser. It's a very cool car, basically a faster version and more stable version of the Landstalker, adding some characteristic from the Patriot and a cooler look on the Bobcat. And why did I say Landstalker despite being more stable than that car? Because I think the two car has the same speed. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no! No! You don't need this car, Claude. I think the last mission for Luigi is to deliver some prostitutes to a police academy, I guess. So I think I'm taking a bus. So the reason why I always had different usage for this shotgun and why it looked pretty fast is because I use this aiming selecting technique. Every time I shoot somebody, I was pressing down the shooting button while I switched the targets. Because of that, Claude didn't pump the gun, but using it automatically. Similarly with this fast rapid fire glitch, but not as intense, I guess. Or at least there I was capable to aim wherever I wanted, while here you just have to clicking this thing as fast as you can. And the result is that you could free aim, basically, while being fast, which is also really useful, but be aware your surroundings whenever you shot something that you can't see, and if it has a target or not. Yes, that's what I was looking for. And if I remember correctly, during Liberty Stories, when I made that mission for Salto Leon, where I just brought again a lot of prostitutes to harbor, yeah, to the port of Portland. Well, I'm going to say this. Yeah, harbor. I use the same trick, having a bus and just fill it up with hookers, so the workers or the strikers can have their fun. Yeah, it sounds fair. Alright, Luigi, I'm back. The fuzzball. What's wrong? I'm clean, okay?
The policeman's ball is being held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their green.
Well, if the cops don't have any problems with prostitutes, I don't know. Are they corrupt a bit? I mean, I don't know which town has the most corrupted cops. Probably it's San Andreas, but in Vice City they seem a bit law-abiding to me. I mean, they weren't shown as corrupted. Maybe in Vice City Stories, I guess. No, I don't think that the cops from Vice City were ever shown a bit cynical or meaner, or just comparable to GTA 3. I mean, in GTA 3, the regular cops are again very loyal, a bit crazed, but their heart is a bit right. I mean, the way they're screaming at you and super aggressive most of the times, just like in GTA 1 and 2. But you know, they are the ones who might be morally chaotic, but on the good side. It's so interesting that I'm trying to defend the most annoying cops from the series.
you calling in
I
today?
mean, I know in GTA 5 they are basically just assassins, professional hunters hunting down the player as fast as possible without having any intention to arrest you, unlike in GTA 4, where they were a bit goofy, funny, yet a bit realistic by making mistakes, but overall they wanted to arrest you, not kill you first. But yeah, they really went over the top in 5.
Tony,
And if I can be real fast, I could pick up all these girls with no problem. I think Cipriani has some mommy issues. I mean, I can see that from Liberty City Stories. Well, Cipriani had some problems back there as well, but yeah, it's crazy that the relationship didn't go any healthier during 3.
and right now, I'm obligated.
I mean, yeah, he became a made man and stuff, but still, I don't know where should I turn. It's just fun to hear all these radio talks with certain characters that the player interact with. Same for San Andreas and Vice City. What's really sad to me is that when I listened the radio on GTA 4, there wasn't any character who was talking on the radio, and okay, I kind of see the point. It's very simple. All these characters who Nico interacting with, or Johnny Clabbett and Luis Lopez, they were doing this illegal stuff hidden out of public, you know, where people could drive properly, unlike me, without harming anyone, only dealing with certain people and hiring ones like Nico to deal with them. Somebody who's an outsider, a natural person, not siding with anyone. So of course, if they were on the media and can be heard how they talking about this or that, then on the news some of the actions are confirmed, of course it might ruin their reputation. So yeah, it's kind of realistic that criminals don't talk on the radio, especially the ones that the player working for. Yeah, it's part of the script that they are falling on each other. Pretty goofy if you ask me. That's it. They are so happy and forgot where to go. Where are you going, baby? She got tired of it. Oh my god. Well, I think that's a really good way to end the video. And next time I'll try to do the missions for Chunks and... Jesus, she's stuck! That was the mission, nice. Alright Luigi, you were a fine guy and I'm going to miss you, but yeah, so next time I'll do some work for Joey and this Marty Chucks. And I hope that I could finish Portland pretty early, since GTA 3 is not a very long game. Some people say that Vice City is the shortest title, but it's not true. Not true at all. Vice City had some side activities and the asset missions. Yes, that's what I was looking for. If you do all the asset missions before the final mission, it actually has more time if you add those. It makes Vice City a longer run compared to GTA 3, where you could even skip missions or do some job that actually affects the story so much that that you won't able to work for certain people after that. So yeah, that's why I think 3 is the shortest modern GTA, but I think it's fair. I mean, the first generation of GTA, they weren't super short, but they were pretty repetitive and were super hard at the same time. 3 was hard, but at least it didn't take really that much long, and as a technical achievement, yeah, that's how it worked and performed. That's why Vice City and San Andreas were more popular after they were released, because how much character it had compared to 3. So yeah, see you guys later, and I'm going to continue my journey in Liberty City.